Turn to page 7 of the Kurukulla Center Prayer Book. We'll start with Refuge in Bodhicitta. And on page 7 and go straight through to page 37. In the Buddha's Dhamma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dhamma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dhamma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer of the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who were wise then I prostrate. With pure bodies, formed supremely pure, ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless gold, color like you, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you the one gone to thusness I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies I prostrate. Those who are liberated and who also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you the sublime community intending virtue I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage, to all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions. Perform only perfect virtuous actions. Subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp. An illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble. A dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the ways of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protectors' heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white heap, curd-like cloud, O Losangrak Padama's omniscient King, pray come to this place with your disciples, in space ahead, on lime throne, lotus and moon, venerable Guru, smile brightly with delight. Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit, field for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mine sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, fame, glory, outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit, non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginning. Venerable Sangdrapa's essential teaching, special and forever, Migmate say wait, chen rezi, dream yen pei wang po jam pel yang, du pung maru jom ze sang wei dang, gang chen ke pei tsu gyen Tsongkhapa, lo san drak pei jabla so adep. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root Guru, take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted three jewels. Thus have I heard at one time. The Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha on Vulture Mountain, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the Great Being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the Great Being, How should a child of the lineage train who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, in the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this. Subsequently, looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form. Emptiness is not other than form, form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind. No visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element and so forth, up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance and so forth, up to no aging and death and no cessation of aging and death. There is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path. No exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom. And because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three types rely to the unequaled mantra. The mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata, gate, gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of the lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the hosts of the three places Dakinis. Tayata, Om, Gate, Gate, Paragate, Parasamgate, Bodhisoha. Through the power of truth of the exalted three jewels speech, may all on the side of negativity, such as the four Maras, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shanti Kuruye Soha. The 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, freed from adverse harmful conditions, may all be conducive and perfect auspiciousness, bring happiness and well-being here, right now. Ground perfume anointed flowers strewn Meru forelands, sun and moon adorned, seen as Buddha, field and offered. The hosts may all sentient be Chodang Soki Chognam La Jangju Badu Dagni Kapsu Chi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pe Sonam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drupa Shu Chodang Soki Chognam La Jangju Badu Dagni Kapsu Chi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pe Sonam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drupa Shu Chodang Soki Chognam La Jangchuk Bardu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chunyen Gi Pe Sonam Ki Drola Penchir Sangye Drupa Sho.
How are you today? How many different nationality people here? You're Spanish?
Yes.
You're Spanish, right? Then
French.
French? Then
South African.
South Africa? Then all of you? Scotland? Chinese? Then all you? American? Tibet? Half Nepal, half Tibet. I think it's Tibet. Anyway, it's nice to meet all different nationality people. Then we are Buddhism always think say whatever you do is very important to the motivation. And then anything you do practice or you do any life things to do, what can't the action go to the motivation, right? You think, oh, I need to do something bad, then just you should go that way. You say, oh, I try to best, then try to go that way. Then everybody set up perfect motivation to, in order to benefit all sentient beings, I have to achieve enlightenment. Therefore, benefit for all sentient beings. Therefore, I'm going to taking refuge and bodhicitta. It's under Buddha, Dharma, Sangha. Usually, most texts first test refuge bodhicitta. All the texts same. They shows it is very important. Then a moment we thinking, I wish to benefit all sentient beings. Therefore, I have to achieve enlightenment. Can you think like that moment? Mm-hmm. That can mind keep you a little bit, or you just keep that mind go different way. Okay? You think about in front of you, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, your teachers, all of front of you. You don't need to just single one. This teacher's here, that teacher's there, or Manjushri is there, Buddha's there, not like that. Just move too complicated, you guys. Just think of all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Gurus front of you. You also, when they are front of you, then you also sit front them. Then your enemies, your friends, families, the nature people also all around all you. Your enemies, which enemy I have to think, difficult you find. You don't look like that either. Whatever who or she doesn't like me or something, I wish to also they're happy. Not like, oh, she's happy, not like that. Therefore, at the moment, this is a holy place. He's holding the Dalai Lama, Lama Soparamche, he's holding the Saja Tintin, also another, Tibetan has 4 different schools or is it different religions? Different schools, different lineage. Yeah, I think different lineage. The all teachers come to this place, pray, give blessing. There also another religions also come here. Therefore, very holy place. If you do holy place, then or who the pray the person also all Dharma friends. Therefore, we all together, then more power. Okay? At the moment, now you think about in here, this place, it's whole Buddha, Bodhisattva, or your gurus in front of you. You stand at the front, strong faith for you. Then benefit, what I have to do this? Benefit for all sentient beings, achieve enlightenment. Therefore, I am thinking about to benefit all sentient beings. Therefore, I achieve enlightenment. Okay? Think in a moment, okay? Okay. Otherwise, too long, you guys fall asleep. Then, when every day we do the prayer, this is central prayer book, first the refuge bodhicitta. This is a foundation of Buddhism. When you Buddhism or not, depends if you have refuge or not. If you Mahayana practice or not, depends you have bodhicitta motivation or not. Right? Therefore, first we say refuge, then bodhicitta, and then we say I have to take refuge, pray or take bodhicitta, because the four measurables, the second land, four measurables reasons all sentient beings to same as me, free from, wish free from all the sufferings, wish to, achieve happiness, equal all sentient beings. Therefore, I have to take refuge and bodhicitta. It's go to reason. Instead, the four measurables, what's that? Four measurables is the reason to taking refuge in bodhicitta. Okay? Because all sentient beings like that. Therefore, I have to take refuge in bodhicitta. They go to reason. After that, who teach? Who told that? Who explained for us? Buddha. We pray for Buddha Shakyamuni. Right? Buddha Shakyamuni pray. Then after that, we have Guru Yoga Lama Tsongkhapa, right? Then how can we do? If we have to achieve enlightenment, what to do? Or you have to do 7 lamps practice, is correct? Right? Yeah, 7 lamps practice. Understand? It's very, what you call it? The order is very systematic or very unique. Just, this is bodhicitta, this is refuge, this is the four number, this is pray Buddha, not like that. We have to think how people put these orders. Because we have a lot of reasons. Buddhism is usually a very philosophy, is correct? Yes. You need to think about reasons. Because like that. Otherwise, you say, if you have to do, if you accept or not like that, you have to say, because, therefore, not reasons. Right? First we say, taking refuge bodhicitta, because all sentient beings same as us. Then who told us? Buddha Shakyamuni. We say Buddha pray for Buddha Shakyamuni. Then how we achieve enlightenment? You pray, practice to 6 lamps, what called? 7 lamps practice. Right? It's easy. Also the Guru Yoga Lama Tsongkhapa is a very unique prayer. Very powerful. If you have, you can practice 6, what do you call that? Guru Yoga Lama Tsongkhapa. You don't need to any empowerments. You can, everywhere can do. But not difficult, the different orders. Even usually, if you're very serious practice, you can do, say, pray, prostration. You have to do prostration. You have to often, but we have no time, right? When they do prayer, that time is just you can thinking, you could like do that. Then after, there's, if I can do only sublime practice, if Enlightenment, no, you have to also wisdom realization, all phenomena, emptiness. They say no eye, no ear, no hair, right? No yellow hair. I say no long nose, the Westerns. Usually we say the Westerns have the long nose, the Asian people have the short, how you say, not flat nose, nose. And this is true, the Asian people more short, more flat, and the Western have more like that. Therefore, do you see, in order to achieve enlightenment, you have to use 2 feet. You have to go walk, you have to 2 feet, right? Therefore, in order to go to Buddhahood, way to Buddha, you have to use 2 feet. The wisdom and method. Is correct? Wisdom method. Oh, good. You guys know, right? My English, you have to put together, okay? Pronounce, process, there are a lot of rules. Then I don't know, I just, whatever I thought, whatever my mouth can just say, then you have to fix. You have to make order, okay? Therefore, even whole, whatever things, even human beings, we have to baby, you need to father, mother. Same is like that. Now, go to Buddhahood, go to the Enlightenment, wisdom method. Therefore, this text talk about sublime practice makes a method. You create the merit or method. Is correct? Then you use Heart Sutra. They talk about emptiness. This is the wisdom. This is the real one, real weapon. Usually we do wheelchair weapon. Say, who understands realness, emptiness? How is it? Emptiness. That man is the weapon to take out our enemy. Our enemy, main enemies of subtraction. Subtraction, right? This is our real enemy, who always, harmful us. That kind of man. Now, who catch is understand to sub-grasping, ignorance, sub-grasping ignorance. Okay, now you guys all understand. Good. Right? Therefore, this main enemy is subjection. The main weapon is understand to reality. It is talk about the Heart Sutra. Right? Heart Sutra says no eye, no ear, no ear. They talk about, of course, no body. Of course they have the body. You can see that. People have body, short body, long body, beautiful body, not very beautiful body, thin body, a little big body. Right? But they say, no, miss. It is not exist inherently whatever you see, whatever you appearance. Right? Therefore, they have a lot of meaning, a lot of thinking. Anyway, this short prayer has whole things together. The reason, because this, we have to do this because that. Because that, how do like that? They all put the orders. You can think about that, do that. If good, you have lot daily practice. But if you don't have any daily practice, just do that. Sometimes people are hard to find daily practice, right? What I do, I don't know what I do. Then daily practice means you don't need to, some lama give you big commandment. You're taking some initiations, then they give you, okay, you have this commandment. This is a real commandment. Sometimes we don't do, we have some to worry, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, because you broke the commandments. This is not like that, they're like that. You can do just free, easy, If you're thinking the more details, they have a lot of meanings. Therefore, if you come here or not, if you do pray your home, if you have you don't have any other practice, just do that. Then after that, we have lam-rim pray. This is the whole teachings there. Therefore, the purpose to study and practice is to happy anyway. To happy. How me happy become happy? How become relaxed? Just forgot to future life. It's too long. Forgot the past life. It's too long. Just this life. We already finished half hour finish, right? I think maybe Ian's the youngest one, maybe he have more. For us, I'm 45. If I live 45, it's what? 75? 90. Really? Yeah. Oh, I don't have half. Therefore, we already finished half, No, maybe you guys see, Geshe looks young. He looks the youngest one. Not youngest one, he looks young, but more than half done, finished. Same with you guys. Then we have not much left. Now we have little left over. Try to little peaceful life. Not always a worry. Worry doesn't fix our things. Who fixes control our mind. Right? Subdue our mind. Or sometimes check our mind. What he thinking? What he doing? Where he going to take us? This is the purpose to practice. Other words, of course make merit, future love that, but sometimes special Buddhism study is a little boring. It's boring or bored? Boring. Too long, nothing to see. If you go to college, school, they give some paper to say, oh, you finish. Here, no one say you finish. Right? We don't get any paper. It's too bored, too long. But this is because this is a very long benefit. Therefore, too long. Also, we don't do very serious. Just as, are you Buddhist? Yes, I'm Buddhism. Are you do practice? Yes, I do. But the way I read something, they will say I can recite this book, this mala. But the main purpose thing is always think about our mind, thinking, a little bit, investigation for our mind. The real happiness is you can give yourself, Therefore, real happiness comes from inside, not outside. Outside happiness is not very stable. Right? Because the conditions outside, the outside condition not that, come down. The inside happy, inner happy is also, they start to inside, then no one can restore. Therefore, I always say, who's the richest person who has contentment? this richest person. We say, who's rich person? Then they say, oh, rich, what call it, rich girl? Bill girl, who is it? Everybody say, Bill Gates. No, this is not, he's not richest person. Buddhism say, the richest person is person thinking, I'm enough. You know, you have contentment. Contentment is correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
Oh, thank you. Your contentment, you always more relaxed. If you have, money, you can sleep on the money. Maybe just you can put big blanket, but you also not enough. Also more worry. Maybe someone come to pick, steal me, right? Therefore, think about a little bit that Buddhism practice, the experience. We have to a little bit thinking. Then they will give to really real happiness. Right? Because who destroy our problems? And sometimes, maybe he like the he doesn't like. Maybe she like the he doesn't like. They like the we doesn't like. Some usually our phenomena things. But all beings, ego lacks one thing. Do you know what? Do you understand? What?
You have to be
They
happy.
all want to be happy.
Oh, happy. All beings want to be happy.
It's true that, but I'm talking about different one.
So ego is about yourself. Ego is about me. Maybe that's the point.
No. In one luck, some people like to have sweet food, sweet. Some doesn't like, like that. We have not ego things.
Oh, ego.
Ego, right? Correct. Although, semje chasan gayagi, ta chala chi yores. Yeah, can you find?
Everybody's different.
Yeah, everybody's different. Yeah. But one thing's not different. All beings lack. Do you find? Yes. What? No. This is the true. This is the true. Yes, sir. This is true.
Happiness.
Yeah.
Could be love.
Yeah, this is what we can say. But it is compassion, passion, compassion. Is correct?
Compassion.
Shambadu nije. Compassion and loving kindness. Is correct? All ego, Buddhism, non-Buddhism, human beings, how is that? Human beings, all sentient beings, animal, all likes to loving kindness, right? Can you find some animal doesn't like to loving kindness? No, right? All ego. But this is our real jewel. We have to also develop that. Because this is a Nagarjuna, no Nagarjuna. Dharma Kirti say, Omajibana Yoros. Kanshi tenye jabe loto punsonda. Right? Kanshi tenye jabe loto punsonda. Sabe nana pela chenda yerida. Longsho nela mbata bod. Dajeba tishe daga tomanji toba shet. Kada nije seyade kanji. Ana sanje ge jenden dobala. Tonda barsam de kechen bore. Sita songaresh. Kada dabe.
So the compassion, is the most important thing in terms of benefiting other sentient beings. So it is very important at the beginning, it's important in the middle, and it's very important at the end.
Pe chacha yores penas. Nganzo sameju ma tamne nyugodo ya kebala. Thoma kachigo, bada kachigo, tama kachigo sum yorwas. Nenga chimbojuk sum.
So there are three things that are very important, for the seed to grow, right? At the beginning, something at the beginning and something at the middle, and something and at the end. So these three things that is very important at three different places, at three different times.
Right? Therefore, first we need to right seed. Is correct?
Plant the right seed.
Yeah, plant the right seed. The middle we need to put the water, then what? other things.
Fertilizer,
Yeah,
nutrients.
nutrient things, right? The conditions. Then last, you have to keep also the right way. You cut right way, keep right way. If you cut, then you leave that, they become too
Old.
They become old.
Rotten.
Was.
Rot.
And then that yerimbo nevala ta tsaya was.
So you have to maintain it, and then you have to harvest at the end.
Kanje tipe ka tiri nganzo choze kala sayagi shinto tela, shinto de yongwala, nikala yongwala, kanje tsu chen sam tsang res ro.
So in order for this invisible fruit on the table here, to come into existence, there has to be 3 conditions, right?
Right? First, the right seat, the middle, you have to put all temperature, water, all other things put together. The last, you have to keep red way, right? If you just put all together, then become red. Tende yimba ta sanji ko compound say the tobela, and sanji compound tobela, sanji compound ne jinde tobela, ta nega chimbo ji.
So, what is most important for one to achieve state of full enlightenment than to work for the benefit of other sentient beings is the great compassion. So it is said by Chandra Kirti in his text known as Engaging in the Middle Way.
Oh, I said Dharmakirti. Dharmakirti Padichiro.
Chada.
Yeah, so I do different author. They were mistake. You guys write on this, what you call, track way, okay? What the name by the and the Pande Davega, and the Oman Jubig, Chojana, that Abon Jimbola, Chowajiva, the Tonda Parson, the Kachiva, Chowajiva, yes, what is.
And also the reason why he praised to great compassion or paid homage to the great compassion at the beginning of his text is because of the importance of that great compassion at the beginning, in the middle, and at the end.
Oh, Trinidad, Nijeda, Shabada, Nijela Maganga, Shabada, Nije Kemelangi, that simply Jew never was.
So there isn't any sentient beings who doesn't like, who doesn't like, to be compassionate or to be loved, right?
And the Shabada Nijegi Shiluptatene, and the Chigitan, Zambuli, Simchen, Kandinata, Shidechewa, Sembal Huluchis.
And through the blessings of the great compassion and loving kindness, the all sentient beings in the world and in the samsara experience a great bliss.
Tendigi Shambad Nije Yungi Mate, Sula Shambad Nije Yovana, Tendigi Yosag Miti, Simcheta Kolata, Tsongkhapa.
So whoever has great compassion and loving kindness, others will just be attracted to them.
Pechashavana, Pugum Manjam, Simchen Kandijana, Pugum Manjatuzo, Amatuna Kunjamti Dedag was. I'm making Nije, Shambade, Korang, such Surkurs. Kajipu, Simchen Kandina, Pugu the Kanji, Karij part of Sultan Didana. Ama Chik Lig Chashi, Korang Tuaina, Kunjamti Dogo. Qt, I make a Shambad Nije, the Korang Surkurs.
For example, when the child, no matter what kind of the child, is it the animal child or a human child, whenever they come in touch or in contact with their mother, they feel very safe and very love towards the child.
What did you do? That man gathered indoors, and the Pugulanja march at the Jodalana. Ama the Tusan jumped it. Ama Mishamaj Pakin and Mudik the Chun and Tossons.
So maybe you might have experienced this in the hospitals, like when the child is born, and then when the child is born, when somebody else carries the child cries. But when it comes in contact with the mother, then the child becomes very peaceful.
Do you saw? I think this may be scientists or they're checking now. Also some YouTube. YouTube, the movies. Videos, I think this country and one problem, the mother and child have a little bit long distance because the kids have not much love the parents. The one thing is that since baby born, they stay far with the mother. Just give them milk. When I don't know if it's true or not. In India, the Tibetan, then also East, I don't know all East. The mothers always carrying baby, even they sleep together. The the kids have some more, how you call it, feel more attention to the parents. The luck, when kids grow up, their job, they have to take care of the parents, their job. The kids have, this is my job. Of course, the purpose I'm come to here is also to take care of my parents. It's a job, like that. How they busy or doesn't matter. Their job. But here, after 18s, goodbye. You go west, I'm going to north, right? Then if parents have some maybe good money or something, wealth, I'm not talking about all of them, but some, then kids just like to come. Then they're looking for some position, not looking for the love of the parents. This is the most they happen. Therefore, then parents getting old. Of course, we don't have time, but they go to nursing home. Then they always sad. Kids doesn't come to talk. Their friends not coming. They just lonely. Some person they don't know. They have to, always deal with them. Therefore, I think this is the system. This is no problem. The person, the system. They keep the parents and the kids a little bit far away. And now, here there are some Tibetans also say, we don't need kids because if you have kids, they don't take care of us when we go old. Because not this the system, right? Yeah. Like they say, I heard like that things anyway. Always the compassion and loving kindness very important. There are four measurables. Say, great compassion, great loving kindness. Correct? Therefore, we have to taking, like that, Anyway, what in the Yambaza, Tashamba the Nije said, Tashiraga Kechimbo, Shiragi, and Tartanchi Chala at the Yambaretra.
So the great compassion is great compassion and loving kindness is very important in that way.
And the Tindri Yambata Hakung, the Sanji Chumden the essay that Nanasu Chasha Natakung, Resro.
So it's the Buddha who understands, that.
Nando take Shabani Gago than that, never Chimbo, so
we do like compassion and love, but we don't understand the importance of that.
Oh, the time Nando Sanji to the Sonu, that Jobson, Chesai, and the Sanji that the country or the essay, that Kazakini Nando, Mamboshesa and
So we've been talking about refuge, right? The prayer that we recite in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, take refuge until I'm enlightened. And so the Buddha that we take refuge in. So we've been talking about that a little bit, right?
No. Oh, the Sanji said, and it's Jab Hugre, Jab Togre, Jab Chogre, that, Chichu Sangare was.
So we talked about the Buddha being the object of refuge. Why he is fit to be object of refuge? The reason is because he is free from fear. He is skilled in fear. Freeing others from fear and so forth. Right. So we talked about that.
Right. Oh, that. Then the Tana Sanjala Chasu swimming tender carriers and that such as Sumbar and what.
And so after talking about all those the qualities of being the worthy object of refuge, then we talk about what is the measure of having taken refuge. So that's in outline number 186.
Oh, the Tate Gardana and the Tate jobs to the Tambo Yendi Shigure, Yendi Shizuka Chaturogoma, Yende Mashiva Yena, and the Yaboma Resra.
So the measure of having taken refuge, is through understanding the qualities, the excellent qualities of the object of refuge. So if we don't understand the excellent qualities of the object of refuge, then we will not be taking refuge in them. So if we don't understand the qualities ourselves, then if we are taking refuge just based on somebody said it, then it will not be very stable.
시당 상지 좀 되게 되잖아. 되자 옹부도 보도 옹부 너무 니요래서.
And there are also different kinds of disciples or practitioners. There are sharp facultied ones and then there are dull faculty ones.
근데 딱 가서 에시아도 망치 아파지다. 또 온텀도 온터 대외진하고 차대서.
And so those who follow just the faith, rather than the reason, is known as the dull facultied ones.
근데 딱 가서 밀차차바나 단다가 다가는 대상 미셔야 되나. 딱 가서 에시아 브로. 샤주고 잡고 밑에서 망치. 다 대외지든 나한테 망치. 다 조대 차대서. 근데 딱 좀더 노쇼바서 양치 다치지야 가워요다. 다시 오는 소로 임be 소로.
So many of the people from Asia are taking refuge just based on the faith. Therefore, it's considered as dull faculty. But the Westerners are more like sharp faculty in a sense. You like to check before you accept it.
Right? 얘나야 다 노쇼바라 쥐어 가르나야 다디 가로 하다 두두 이게 두두 싫어하는 거.
And the only problem with the Westerners is that they have a high expectation, so they want to have the results happen right away.
Right? So no, then doesn't come. It's not working. Right? 어떤지 이마다 대 내가 마치 와도 수중은이 대 따다 지게 말하면 수중은이 따다 제와이나 따텔 펠테한다 텔야 죽고 되죠 말스.
So it is from the side of the individuals that one is not able to achieve that result. Otherwise, it's not that it doesn't have the result.
샴바다 니지 공배 따네 다 대완딕 토요 말사지 땡글라 니 많이 오래 마오발라 얘기 말했어.
And so by developing loving kindness and compassion to the fullest, there hasn't been anybody who has not achieved a great bliss or happiness, in the past, and will not happen in the future also.
Right? And the teas 사제가 쉬나 소와 나지 제거면 소수가 잡아든지 공부지고 따라나 땡아도 캔에 도움도 따야 돼서.
So the loving kindness and compassion, we recognize as or who experiences, is very limited, right? And so we have to develop the great compassion and loving kindness, to the fullest, like it is explained in the text by Buddha.
Right? 간지 간을 거서나 마지라 붙이와지 텐디 붙이다 보고 마데 수수 뿌 지진가도 샘지 탐절라 쇼와이나 다 지위 진공 같은 투어레스.
And so the kind of compassion that one should have to be a real and a great compassion, for that to be a great compassion, and the compassion that one has should be like that of a mother towards her only child. And so that kind of compassion, just like a mother will have towards her only child, if you have that kind of compassion towards all beings, then that's called great compassion.
어텔에다가 산지 좀 되게 달로니 동업전에 다 째네 샤야래. 수수때 째나 아니 대화때 용거랬대. 맞이나다. 가는 오셔라 됐어.
And so if one is able to develop that kind of compassion, just like Buddha explained, like the compassion of the mother towards her only child, that kind of compassion towards all beings, then you will definitely achieve happiness.
Okay.
So if you don't, then you will not achieve.
Therefore, don't to rush to get the result. We say slowly, long time. It's very important. First, maybe Westerns like, I'm not talking about better you guys, okay? So it's usually general. I'm not talking about you. The general Westerns, they heard the Buddhism, they say, wow, they think maybe it's result become very soon, something you can go to buy things in the store like that. Then come to study a little bit. It's, not much change. Then say, oh, it's not working. Not like that, we have to slowly, long time.
Surely.
Yeah, slowly, what you call. Wow, no, do you see? I'm getting old. Memorize. What you call?
There's one word,
go down.
eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually means
You get there over a long time.
Yeah, slowly, slowly. Otherwise, we have not enough to food go to very far away. We have to carry the big bag food, then walk slowly. You know, when we walk from my area, Nepal, it's very far away. How many miles? I don't know. First maybe we say, I walk, how can you go there? But slowly, day by day, you can reach that. Therefore, Buddhahood also, not one day, not one time, not 1 year. Slowly. Non-stop. Therefore, you know, Lama Tsongkhapa said, Tambo Geshe Tupa Monster, Pada Jolu Teru Tambash, Tambanyan Kanu Kanja Tembachi Chetangos.
So that's why Lam Tsongkhapa said, and first at the beginning, one should study as much as possible. Study not just as much as possible, but extensively. Study about all those things that's to be studied, and in the middle, put them all into practice. In the middle, you should see all these studies that you have studied as an instruction for yourself to tame your mind, and then at the end put them all into practice. And then whatever merit that you have accumulated through studying, through seeing them as an instruction for yourself to tame your mind, and through putting them into practice, that merit you dedicate for the benefit of all sentient beings.
Right? In the Lama Tsongkhapa, he did the mandala on the rock. He has a hole, big hole here. Big hole? Hole. On the rock, not silver, not the other things. Rock. Like that. We just study 2 hours. How can we get result? But if you guys also very good, I'm very grateful. Is correct? Grateful? You have a lot of difficult conditions. First, different religion. You never heard when you're I'm not saying you guys all okay. When you're the young teenager like that come, our mind is very strong. That time you never heard. You heard different things, right? Then now you have different, you change the all switch of other, then difficult understand, difficult accept. Then secondly, language. Then third, the condition, time. But still you do effort, try to how much you can. It's very good. I'm very, what is that? Impressed. Okay. I'm very impressed. Yeah, I'm very impressed. Okay? But when I say that also, don't become proud. But slowly, just how much you can, day by day, one by one. Like that, anyway.
What it does is encouraging. So it helps when I think, when I see that I've made a change and that it makes me happy, it's encouraging to me. So it's a balance so I don't get depressed.
Yeah, that's good, yeah. Yeah. You can think, I always told the mentioned people, check your mind before you study Buddhism and now. How much you change your mind? How much you change your actions? If something changes, it's good. You got result. It's same. Maybe you're more ego, more proud. Oh, I'm Buddhism. I'm, something I study like that. Then that's not good. It's something, is kind of many muru. Ngama tende lot mewachi. Na chunyole majimga ta many muru sam lot mewachi. Tanda many muru something shona ko pen to yorobas.
So, before you studied Buddhism, if you had a mind, which didn't have, if you which didn't think that it is not good, to create non-virtuous actions. For example, just say non-virtuous. It's not good to create a non-virtuous action. So if you didn't have that mind before, and then now you have that mind, it's not good to create non-virtuous action. Then that's the change.
Right. The change also very certain, very slowly. Excuse me. But therefore, slowly, and non-stop, okay? This is important. And that
So when you take refuge, then you have to take refuge, as a sharp faculty practitioner, you should, take refuge by understanding the qualities, excellent qualities of each object of refuge.
And so
then the good qualities of the Buddha, good qualities of the Dharma, good qualities of the Sangha. Right? So first, the good qualities of Buddha. There are four. The good qualities of his body, his speech, his mind, and his activities, work. So the good qualities of the Buddha's body is the quality of his body that's not possessed by other ordinary beings.
And then
the talking about the qualities of the mind. So what kind of qualities of the mind that Buddha has that's not possessed by others?
And
his speech, the way he speaks, right? What kind of qualities does he have when he speaks that is not possessed by others?
And then
his work, right? His activities. So there are all different kind of activities. So one of them, is the good qualities in our mind, or the virtues, mind that we have, is the activities of the Buddhas also.
And then
and so whatever virtues mind we have generated, is through the teachings of the signify that he has the mind stream of a great personage. And then the mark indicates the sort of qualities he has inside. So that's the difference between the sign and the mark.
And then
so in all these signs and marks, the 32 signs and the 80 marks are explained very in detail in the 8th chapter of the Ornament of Clear Realization.
And
then the root, or the cause, for achieving such kind of signs and marks, are explained very in detail in the middling, length of the Perfection of Wisdom Sutra. And so just the qualities of the hair of the Buddha, is like being very dark, black and dark, and very shiny and so forth. So what is the cause and what is the condition for achieving such kind of hair is explained very clearly in the middle length, or Perfection of Wisdom Sutra.
Right, hair is very important, right? You guys have a black hair, blue hair, not blue, right? Yellow, how you say? What do you call it? Yellow, blonde, then brown, gray, yellow, red. But we mostly make color, right? Different colors. I don't know what cause Western people have yellow head. What cause for the East people have black head. Anyway, I don't know. But they have different, can they chechu do, right? They don't send up either that chechu do, chechu shimbami, chechu do. But I'm not going to Makajala Kajita, try a Bushundo, Takalisha Jamu, try a wedding, that try to chechu was in there.
So some people have a good hair, they don't have to work much on that, it stays good all the time. So that's the quality of the hair, right?
You guys have to walk to my Lord? you know, the like that. What in the ta? Kanje and then sense that pages had it that Kansa Tig and Nala Yundo Karikari Yovata Shulola Nguentewege and he shared it. That Taro was.
So then, like it says here, the mark indicates the sort of qualities the person has inside, which is shown outside, by these marks.
Okay. Nanzo Hagunda, Medi Nanola Yente Kanji Yovate Shidang. Then the end the light cardo, Shamba and Niji, Jesem in the Telagoda. Tendi Kasi Yovate meeting Shuloko Namjodan, Legachan of this Portuguese.
So, like the qualities of the compassion and loving kindness, can be seen in the person by the way he or she looks and behaves and so forth, right?
Right. Can you guys understand the person's knowledge? What call? It's a nature. We can see how the person talk, how they do the actions. We don't know hold that, but we can find a little bit, right? When they talk, cheat for people, like we don't know what he think about. Completely that we know. If you're a really smart person, you can find what the person's going on inside. How they, we call tweet for us or like that, For like, most cats, the dogs, they're always looking for food. They don't have no much things. The people have not looking for food. They look for many other names, like not many other things. The human beings have more, non-virtuous actions. Our more things. The animals, they get food. They're comfortable. They don't have much things to worry, right? They're just more comfortable. Yesterday I saw the metaphors called the little sheep, cows. Everybody give the food. They're very happy, They just wish it like that. Very nice. For us, we have to make fun. They go jump there, But anyway, like that. But then send a page in the show on some page yet image. Yende so some top chair. That Tindiga Yende so Shiva, the Yende so Hakoa Yena, that's Suzula, the top chair you wanted to paint over.
So by seeing those marks and signs, if you understand the qualities of them, then you will generate more faith towards the Buddha.
They Jensen the Tindiga Yende so top Kalekao Shirad, Tindi Tobag, just Akalekawada in Rev the top Kalekawades.
So such kind of results, the marks and signs, which are the results, right, are very difficult to achieve because it is very difficult to clear the cost for to achieve those signs and marks.
Nanzo Chala Karina can't do a jetty, never chimban, never the Kalekao.
And so, in any kind of things, if it is difficult to clear the cost for that, then it's difficult to achieve those things also, right?
Correct? Right? Oh, okay. Then they be Jineta and Renjin Terminal so much is. And the Rajadan, Yintu Malabadan, Koloji, Javal also been Jitinji. Then Jitaka go soon, Chasang, Dodo Chisava, Sanjig, Papi Pakachim, Drag Nipade, Shagreswa.
And so in the Nagarjuna's Precious Garland, it explains how difficult it is to achieve even one single sign of the Buddha. So like it says here, it tells us that if one added up all the merits in the world of the Pateka Buddhas, the learners, and normal learners, Saravakas, and the world emperors, and so on, all these merit will produce a single pore on the body of the Buddha.
Buddha Papi Pakango, Papi Mark and Yaddo, Sanjik de Kala Yalanding, that's my music teacher to yourself.
It says the pore bodies of the Buddha is standing up, whereas ours is lying down.
Right.
I think that's a special reason or quality for being it's standing up.
What is it? Papi Paka Tamchu, Tendi Papi Paka, Takado Mamochadan Devagi, Sonum Danja Chibi, that page ching the Karis, one and send the pages at ching the Karis.
And it says all the merit needed to produce all the pores of a Buddha multiplied by 100 will produce one of the.
And in Japan, Sonum Tonta, Chigi, and it's 200 Karis, we said.
And then the merit needed to produce 30 of these signs multiplied by 1,000 will produce the ulna hair curl between the Buddha's eyebrows. The merit needed to produce this last sign, multiplied by 100,000, will produce the Ushnisha.
다 대대와 수도된 저희가 손음 대 범죄치기 아니 산지가 손 창양사야 된다 그래서.
It says the merit to produce this multiplied by quadrillion produces the Brahma voice of a Buddha.
Right? Therefore, it's very hard to get the cause. Therefore, the result is very important, big power. 어디 드네다 대제집이 세다 빼져서 끼차시를 해장. 근데 끼시제 제게다 sem지게 된 빠데면 봐. 단 되게 있어봐.
It says further, every part of the Tathagata's or Buddha's body, the signs and marks, and is a teacher of Dharma, and so performs the deeds of enlightened speech.
빼나 가르쳐는 빼나 간도가 대다 산지게 지 리셋에 지 여와이나 텔레 미모보고 샤자보 꼬라치야 가지 손은 솔라보지 사고 여러 와서 된리진 sem지게 된다 그래서.
So, for example, like the relics, of the Buddha, can perform great, deeds, for the sentient beings, because just by having that there, people making prostration, paying homage, or making offerings, circumambulating, and so forth. By doing that, human beings or people, beings, create a lot of merit. So just, through doing that, that's how they benefit sentient beings.
와 어든지 드는다 딱 위쪽들도 법에 보가가 지바 지장 두치네다 간도 sem지가 된 두치 스키오르 된신 딱 나고 그래서.
So same, in the same way, the curled hair in the middle of his eyes and the ushnisha or the protrusion on the top of his head performs beneficial work for the sentient beings.
어든지다 라르라마 지비 셔서나 분조 geleshiwe tebe 타인도 왜 저밖에 말레이시아 세계 또들라 그좀 저럴스 딱 안에 Rinpoche 두 송으로 봤어. 너 그송 두대 자탕을 담보 다 동보대 코나샤야로 분조 geleshiwe tebe 툭 분조 geleshiwe tebe 안에 송 어차동샤야로 들어와.
And so, like it says here, according to the tradition of the past lam-rim lineage gurus, there are 3 lines in a verse from Lama Tsongkhapa, songs from experience, each relating to the qualities of the enlightened body, speech, and mind, respectively. It says the body born of 10 million virtues and excellence, speech that fulfills the hopes of infinite beings, mind that sees all noble as they are. I pay homage to the head of the Sajja tribe.
어든지다 예대 장터 통저 푸드소바 마모 니와라 때니 산지 거소 두대 단 적거래서 다 노동을 합신다 말이야.
And so these the qualities of the Buddha's body, speech, and mind are achieved through accumulating a tremendous great amount of merit like that.
아니 실록의 시작을 가득 잡아도 산지 끝 잡아. 산지 끝 가고 산지 송거 잡아. 산지 송거 산지 툭 잡고 들어와.
And it says here, this is why the enlightened body pervades all nobles. So what it means by pervade, means that everything there is, and anything that exists is pervaded, is known by the Buddha's body, known by the Buddha's body. Right? And it says, so whatever is pervaded by his body is also pervaded by his speech and mind.
No place to hide this Buddha. Okay, today they imagine dollar. 이시 진이 잡져봐. 기 장데 대잡 시송다. 산지가 이시가 강 잡아대 그게 잡버려서.
So hence all the Buddha fields appear in his body, and his body pervades in all Buddha fields. These are the inconceivable mysteries, of the enlightened body. As the sutra tells us, and wherever their primal wisdom pervades, so too do their bodies pervade.
어들 된다 산지 위 두들고 연대로 오셔봐야나 다 수직은 제토고 말이야. 산지 위 두들대 산지 코라도 남배도 못도 심지 수직은 제토고 말이야.
So it says usually whenever one sees the famous Ushnisha on a Buddha's head, it is only for and so anyway, so talking about the qualities of the Ushnisha or the protrusion on the head of the Buddha can be only talked or explained by the Buddhas themselves. No ordinary beings will be able to explain the qualities, the excellent qualities of the Ushnisha.
패시. 오야. 오늘 오버치 아마. 오야. 어디지? 근데다 아니 다 샹좀 셈봐. 샹좀 슌창 세와데 오 아무 누나 표시다 로섬 아마 가네임바 가네임바 알레는 가서 시작지 봐라 나 벨로코 버다 나 벨로코 봐 아니 가서 시작지 봐다 라스 야
순에 연타서 nga đúng rồi cái chỉ để chúng nhị ta đi nga này dùng để thu lệ
지부도에
là
지부도에
ta chỉ bút tôi sẽ chúng ta chỉ bút tôi
아니
ya chơi bút chơi mình tôi bằng
때 깨워다
nhưng có hiểu được thì mình thực thật thì anh ta sinh mà thu về vậy
피글 안때 주당 가서 마 되게
coi như là phi
라라서 안때 때 주당 가서 그
phi ở trên bên phi cái mà đấy sao cái chuyện của con chỉ chẳng con phi thong sự chạy thì như thế
안 장한테 키우나 부를 한다 나 빨라 쇼 어디 부를 러서
là u trai về con phi
라라
yang lại chạy ta
어디 부를
chú cũng sinh mà từng của chị ta chúng mà kêu cha này cũng mới chỉ không khéo thôi là
라라 어야
à thì cái tên đó cái gì này cái lúc cái con phải chỉ vào cái chỉ đi sát cái tu không chú ở mà đấy sát
라라
sát này thôi cái ngành làm thì mình dùng cái chơi thì bên đó
난 세레데 라스 러서만 러서 안에도 쇼 러서 안 비슈 라스 Do you guys got what you should talk? Ask her how is here. She said is happy to food, house, things very perfect. But no place to go to circumambulation because she live far away. No place to offer candles because they live very far away. Kids have no time to drop them. Like that, Anyway, she said she very happy to meet here. She is very honorable. Honorable?
Honored.
She honored to meet here, come here. I'm very happy here. Like that, okay? I do very short translation. Usually I'm very short translation. People, I do a little bit short. What we talk about? 아니 상점 선바 전주 법신 뭐 다시는 지대가 관가라 풀당이 된대지게야 다 산지 위 두두듯이 따고 되고 산에 다 전주 반전에 배 아니 코로나 가서야 남라 사자 가wan 포와이나 대도 사지 위 두두대야 야야 반에까지 다좀 통통 포마트 버리지.
And it says it says here it is only 4 inches high, right? The Buddha's Ushnisha is only 4 inches high, but you cannot see the top of the Ushnisha. But when it was measured by a bodhisattva, Vegadarin, he rose upward to immeasurable world systems through his miraculous power, yet still failed to see the top of the Buddha's crown protrusion.
뭐 된게 다 전부 아니 남자들은 신나 상지가 남자들 끌려 반자매 봐 소모적 치와요 봐 말이지 상 남자 남세 봐라 옛날에 파다나 나도 간지 집안으로 다 그저 저차서 저는 동거에 들어와.
And he said that his robes, are part of his body. It's like attached, to the body. But the body is attached to the body. But when we look at it, it looks like a normal, regular cloth that he's wearing. But it is part of the body also.
Right? 아니 배위 갑라야나 이거는 진짜 샵사라 두기 말이지. 얘나야 샵라다 가로 콜로세지 아니 가로 다 지다다 되는 거 같은 거. 제주 말아봐. 대마다 다 되게 샤워라 심지 가대 샤워나야. 아니 샤워 티 샤워 샤워 좀이야. 지 늦밤 왔다 내야. 야 내놓을 젠도 같은 데 배도 요래서.
And when he's walking, he doesn't touch the ground. His feet doesn't touch the ground, but it leaves the imprint and the print of the foot, and then the dharma wheel, that is on his feet. So that leaves the mark of the dharma wheel on every floor that he walks on, but his feet doesn't touch. So whatever kind of sentient beings, worms, insects, that come under his feet will purify negative action, negative karmas created like in many countless, lifetimes, and will achieve higher state of rebirth.
어디 된데다 다 된데게 연대 첨부 연백이 땜백이 다 양 특징이 있다는데 배던 봤어야지. 배던 발레.
So like it says here, right? So, the Buddha's clothes maintain a distance of 4 inches from his body, yet when seen externally, they follow the shape of his body. His feet do not touch the ground, yet they leave the outlines the wheels and the footprints. Earthworms under his feet have great bliss for 7 days, and when they leave their animal state, they are born in the celestial realms. From the praise, it says, your body is adorned by the signs so beautiful it is nectar for the eyes, and like a cloudless autumn sky adorned with the constellations.
Then that Tsongkhapa, namsa Tsongkhapa, namla ya chimba mewi sam gondan tela yenda, ani karzana, karsi. Dawa ya bu shaya na ani kame tsoto kora kuna ta zebu shiri yores, tendago, ani sanji ke tendago yores,
And so the beautiful, the beauty of body of the Buddha is described like the constellations, in the sky during the autumn times. In the autumn, it says the sky is very clear. There will be no clouds, and the sky is very clear, and you can see the moon, the stars, and the constellations, and all around it. Very beautiful.
And the Tawa Sejin Dodemba, Chugu Cheyon Sejaba, Seji Rewo Zemona, Senji, Tenji Tibatar, and the Yaji Seji Rewola, Anikaro, and Gondan Tse, and the Timbatu and Naji, I think to get that pay up for rest and the co. Yang in the Passon Shore was.
It says, Sage, you are a golden color and beautifully draped in robes, like the peak of a golden mountain raising above a bank of cloud.
And the Yaji Chela Missy General Jenshano with the Matawayana, Gonche, Genji Macha, Shabji Jungle, Dakanyi, David Jungle, Kanjaba, Tundandava, Demachi, Kanji, Pa General Majawa Yanayang, and the Tapim because they were down to the reserve.
So it says, even if you are not adorned with the jewels and ornaments, but you look very beautiful. It says, you protector are not adorned with the jewels. Your mandala face is full of luster. Not even the full mandala, cloudless moon can equal it.
And the Cheji Pemodam, Pemanawa Kasha, Pometona, Pemana, Tesum, Chetum Jubajeres, Akana, Nimashawayana, and Nimi Meto Kashi, or what 10 Aji Geneta, Karo, Cheji, and the Shabji Pemona Togi, Tenekanjeta, Simjakan in June was.
It says, like your lotus face, it's a lotus opened by the sun. Disciples like bees see the lotus and unhesitatingly fly to it.
And Cheja Sijin Todemba, Zemker, Semker Zevatija, Siji Recep Modeva, does it to me Chubandratan. That check pen, young pen, Temtezo, on the dog carbo, and a Siji. Rigan Nala Tachukoro, and Davigi, Hueva, you want to see Trinidad, Kawa, and they were raised with the rose.
So, and also it says your golden colored face is beautiful with the white teeth, like a golden mountain range, and a bath in the pure autumn moonlight.
And then Shago Chiji, Shago Chiji, Shayan, Kulu, and Tinjin Zejaba, Kuva, dropping Manabla, Shock Ujin Tabanyata. 제가 샬이야 아니 콜란나바 되게 양 아니 고발아 짜댕이 샘져서라다 말 샴본제 그래서 그러 샴본서 나와래서.
This is all one worthy of our offerings. Your right hand is by the sign of the wheel. It gives encouragement to people frightened of samsara's wheel.
아나 제접 시반제비에 샤니 샴니 빼지 빼만다 사준데 tinjaba 빼마진지 And
it says, when you talk, so when you walk, and your 2 feet are like glorious lotuses. They leave outlines on the ground. O lotus one, how beautiful you are. So it says these are just a short description of his qualities, but the extensive ones are explained in the ornament of clear realization. So those are the qualities, the excellent qualities of Buddha's body.
시노나 대화제 용와 와다 된지가 아니 텔라테네 손고 속랍쇼 라고치 싸워든 저기 바로
And so, so the body of the Buddha is so beautiful that whoever sees will feel very drawn to it. So they will be very attracted. And just by seeing, anybody will create a great amount of merit.
아니 던조 용와데 다 제왕 말 소발람 있는 가서 짐바 동화 좀 소와 아니 저와베 같은 게 개we 잡아라 되는 쇼마를 해서 다 디디로 오래나 때 술라베로 왔어.
So having such kind of beautiful body is the result of creating cause in the past during the trainees stage, when he was a practitioner, a trainer, a practitioner, and training on the path. And during that time, then he accumulated a great amount of merit by practicing generosity, morality, patience, effort, and so forth. So by doing that, then he was able to achieve these excellent qualities of body.
어떤 안 좋단다 라기도 왔어. 제가 나봐야 보거나 저봐야 보고 온 거 그래서 저봐 여보 용어 지초지 아니 저봐가 나봐야 보여 지초지 저봐래서 아니 지치 보거나 아니 짐봐야 왔다 거 그래서 대용하게 지초지 짐봐 당하더라고요 왔어.
So, just like it is said in the teachings and other teachings, if you want to have a beautiful appearance in a face, then you should practice, patience. The patience is the cause, for having a beautiful face. And if you want to have, plenty of wealth, then you should practice generosity. And you have to be born in the upper realm. You have to practice morality and so forth. So those are the causes, for having good results like that.
But if you become everybody very beautiful, then very people lost job, right? They need also job, and they need to also sell things. So up and maybe we all give for job them. Okay, like that. Anyway, this is a quality. It's a little bit hard to understand one by one, but if you're really serious, you can. I don't know if they don't have the. 무도지 급제와다 주나다 대치다서 오르고요레스.
So there's the text, Ornament of Clarification, the 8th chapter, and explains all these qualities in a great detail. So you can study about that. So these are actually the qualities of the enjoyment body. So this the enjoyment body of the Buddha only resides in the Akanishta, or the Pure Land, non-below, so it's the highest. So it's called non-below, which means the highest, Pure Land.
아니 대자도 좋은데 대신 파파 장장인데 대신 파파 가지고 나는 이제 도요레스.
And so only beings who can see the enjoyment body of the Buddha are the Arya Bodhisattvas, the superior Bodhisattvas. So if you become a superior Bodhisattva, then you can see the enjoyment body of the Buddha.
아니 야 오면 다른 뭐가 있지만 가지 소소질라 아니 상전 파파 가지잖아 아니 내가 차로 그래 가지 이제 도 그래서.
So whenever you become Arya Bodhisattva, then you will be able to see that form of the Buddha.
그래. 근데 자기는 안 좋지 레제반로에나 소소 레제바 디나 세바 다야 소소 레제바데 쳐봐야나 레제 디나 디고 초반도 소소다 그래 죽으러 왔을 때는 집반로. 근데 소소 잡아로 쳐와나 소소 잡이 그디 소소 잡아 그디지나 소소 잡이 소소 같은 거로 와. 되네로 와.
So just like when you become the staff of that group, then you fit into that group. When you become a monk, you fit into the group of being monk.
Otherwise, very Buddha is very far away. Not like that. When you achieve that in a state, then you are that. Like that, we say, oh, Buddhas are not too far away. Oh, that like that, okay? Then maybe we can now talk a lot of question answers. Any questions? Yeah.
According to this, basically, when you become a Buddha, it seems like you become the whole universe.
Yeah. Even when you Buddha can see whole universe.
You become whole universe? What do you mean by that?
No, I don't know. I thought he knows whole universe.
It says the body of the Buddha is pervaded by every particle in the universe.
So that's why I explained it earlier, when it means by pervade, it means know it.
So it doesn't mean, okay, so it means knowing.
Yeah, knowing it. That means knowing it. So if he knows it, your mind is there. So your mind is there, that's how you know it. Your mind is on the table, that's how you know the table. So that's your mind has pervaded the table, that's how you know the table. So that's what it means.
Well, otherwise, if you say Buddha become whole world, means Buddha become human beings, samsara beings, not like that. Okay, good. If Tomchi doesn't catch, then I do wrong translation. Then everybody says, oh, this okay, go. Okay, good. Then any? No question? Okay, then if no question, then we can stop here. Thank you, everybody. Okay, then usually I have a last minute. I decide a lot of things, You guys all know. Also, we going to this month animal liberation. I think this is we have to 2 weeks. I don't have time. Maybe Jane and I talk. Maybe she organized one time. Then June 22nd. Is I'm here? 22nd.
Yeah, I think you are.
I'm here, right? Yeah. June 22nd. We will do animal liberation. Maybe Jen become the organizer. Could you do? You will check, okay? Yeah, lobsters, okay? Then we are not sorry, okay. You have to give the money. We go into the animal in the water. We are not talking about ask people, okay, we go into animal liberation. Bring the money. Not like that, okay? If you lack, you can donate. It's a great opportunity. It's correct? 만족 가로 신데 키줄라고 말들어. 근데 수수 다나 전에 비와는 가서 피자가 사자. 개와서 사자는 가도 돼서 그래서.
So we're creating a condition for you to create a marriage. So if you want to create a marriage, then you can make a contribution to buy the animals to be released.
Okay? This is different, right? We say, give us help to donation. Not like that, right? Okay? If you free, we create the for purpose to the long life, so the lama or the holy gurus. Then it's a special month. Usually we do, then sometimes we forgot, sometimes we have no time. Then this year also we have tried to, first we can collect the money, maybe last days, maybe after Sakadawa, we call maybe 15, June 15 maybe last day we can collect the donation. Then she know how much you have. You can, arrange the book and how can buy. Then June 22nd, she can bring here. Then we also do some circumambulation here, everybody. Then how many people can go on the boat. Then also she will check how many people could go. Sometimes we have small boat, we're not allowed to many people. If it's a big boat, we can go more people. But anyway, I will also announce with the Tibetans, then we will create a lot of merit. Sometimes people say, okay, if I buy today, maybe tomorrow they die, they kill. It's a different story. Well, our purpose is we set our red motivation to 1 hour, couple hour, 2-3 minutes. It's our job. The next day, tomorrow, what happens is a different story. Therefore, everybody luck, then who will collect the money, or maybe Devra, maybe Sean, or maybe Murian, whoever you guys do, then we not say, yeah, getting some donation, not like that, okay? It's we create the, condition to put some place to little influence. Then next Saturday, Sunday, we were going to start to 100 billion or million? 100 million reciting mantra, Oman Pemel. Oman Pemel, everybody knows, right? Then if you come here, it's good. If you don't have come, then you recite money, give the number for us. Okay? And Saturday we start to 10 o'clock. Then we have lunch. We have free lunch. If you want to free lunch, what do you want to eat? 50,000 mantras. I'm joking. No pizza. Then once Tibetan family, they would sponsor. They bring food. We don't worry anything. They will bring food. They will serve. We have lunch. Then Sunday, Saturday, 10 to 4. Then everybody can join. Then if you're not available, come here. You can visit the home, give them numbers. It's also for benefit all sentient beings to show enlightenment. Then Sunday, I think we start at 1 o'clock. We don't need to change any schedules. We have Guru Puja 1:30 or something. We don't need to change. People come here. They recite the mantra. People set up. Then finish. We can set up. We can start to Guru Puja. Who knows Guru Puja? They can do Guru Puja. Who doesn't? They stay there. The Lord Tibetans come in. They also just go together. No need to different section. And then what else? Then that day you say you are going to the Parlak. I think you can keep that. It doesn't matter. Okay. Then we have what we call Sagadawa. What we call independent. How is it?
Interfaith.
Interfaith is we make a lot of big organize. Then everybody, when they say we need to help to set up things, then please to come. And like that, then that day also we go out. How many different nationality people to end here? The reason I'm checking today, what different kind of people here. Like that, how many different nationality people can join with us. We have all the Tibetans here. No. All the Buddhism, representatives here. All. Mahayana, Hinayana, Theravada, all. All countries. Then also we're going to invite for another traditions. Christian, Hindu, Jews, it's available, they will come. Then we do short prayer, everyone. Okay? Like that. Thank you. Hey man, what are you doing there? He's my neighbor.
Page 39, Thanksgiving mandala offering. Saji perki jukshing me tok dram ri rab ling jing ni de gen pa di sangye jing du mikte uagi dro kun nam dak jing la chur pa shu je tsum la me kutse rab ten jing nam katrin le chok jur ge pa dang lo sang ten pe drun me sa sung yi dro e mun sel tak tu neg yu chi idam guru ratna mandalakam niryatayami. Tsongkhapa's final lam-rim prayer. From my 2 collections, vast is space that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time. May I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind's wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet tread or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this graded course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path raised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. The short, long life prayer for His Holiness. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit, spirit and joy. May Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chen Rezig remain in life till samsara's end. The prayer that spontaneously fulfills all wishes. Tong Yi Ning Zhe Zung Du Ju Pe Lam Che Che Sel Ze Gang Chen Ten Drugern Chagna Pemo Tenzin Gyatso La Surwa Depso Jedun Lundru Sho. Page 49, the short long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Tup Tsul Chang Jing Jam Gern Gyelwe Tenzin Kyong Pelwe Kun Zodo Podze Chok Sun Kur Wileg Mun Tudru Padak Sok Dul Je Gundu Jab Ten Shog. Prayer to always meet with perfect teachers. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect Gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue in this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and the pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be causes solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. So, page 57, prayer of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious Supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. Page 75, Ming-tse Ma. Mik-me-tse wei-ter chen rezig, dri-me-kien pe wang po jam pe Sangrag Pe Jabla Soade.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Good, Jerry.
Have a good day, Geshe.